is a very large production week for us, one of the largest we've ever had.
Well, the Europeans and the Americans tend to use cabbage and salt to make sauerkraut. We've been eating it in this country for about 200 years. It's really as American as apple pie and hot dogs.
We're making approximately 6,600 pounds of sauerkraut in 2 days. This is our second day today. We're making, let's see, it would be 3,300 pounds today.
We are in the old Stash Mill. I'm Catherine Lucas, and I started Farmhouse Culture in March 2008. We make raw, organic, gourmet sauerkraut. It's really a hybrid between kimchi and sauerkraut.
So we got the bulk of our order, our cabbage order, yesterday, and we fortunately had access to a forklift and loaded everything into our outer kitchen here. We unload the bins and the boxes of cabbage and then move them into our inner kitchen where we prep them and prepare them to run through our cabbage shredder.
I was fermenting all kinds of things on my countertop all the time and wondering what I was going to do next with my life, and knew I wanted to start another business, thought about doing another restaurant. Wasn't sure exactly what it was going to be, and it dawned on me one day that fermented foods really were kind of the next thing. I think people are really catching on to it.
After we do that, we shred into 55-gallon barrels, and we do 50 pounds at a time into each barrel, and after we shred all the cabbage into a barrel, we then mix in salt and toss it up like it's a big salad. And then we run the barrels through and we start on the next layer. So we do 6 layers per barrel, which equals 300 pounds. And by doing so, we make sure the salt is dispersed evenly.
And this idea of sourcing local ingredients and coming up with new flavors that really reflect our region really excited me. It was just like the light turned on. And within a couple of months, I'd started the business. I'd written a business plan and started selling at a farmer's market, and it just sort of took off from there.
Just give it a quick rinse and bring it back to the market, and I'll fill it up. Okay. And that way we don't waste any plastic, and the crowd is very happy.
We're reclaiming real food. I really think that that's where this is going, and real food has always been representative of the region that it's grown in. You don't get fresh ingredients from China. You don't get, that's not the way real food has evolved. And typically each region had a really authentic flavor based on what was found regionally. So I think we're taking, there are butchers and kraut makers and cheese makers, and we're really wanting to make food in the traditional way, in the artisan way, and reviving that with traditional knowledge, but infusing local ingredients. And I really think that's sort of the essence of the movement.
So I'd never had sauerkraut this good until I started working here. The stuff that you buy in stores has been pasteurized, and it's kind of mushy and very salty. And this stuff is just abundant in all sorts of different types of flavors.
Okay.
Yeah, I really liked it. I could drink 10. Put sparkles in your body.
I remember that.
It's one of the great experiences I have at markets when I'm selling to people, when they walk by and they say, oh, I don't like sauerkraut. And I always say, well, have you tried our sauerkraut? And 90% of the people will actually be brave and try it, and almost 100% of the people that try it at least say, wow, that's actually good.
So if I were to say I've never tried sauerkraut and I don't think I like it,
I would say,
but what would you want? Which one should you say that I should taste?
I would say that you'll like ours, because I rarely get anyone who doesn't actually like it.
Okay.
Don't be afraid, try all 4.
So you've never had sauerkraut before?
Nope. Here, it's okay.
That was the smallest bite I've ever seen.
It's good. Tangy?
That's my favorite.
Oh, wow.
Isn't it interesting?
It's yummy. Yeah. It'd be really good on those homemade sausage. It'd be yeah. I understand how people like them with sausage. I wonder if
But this is different. Don't be confused, because this is not like sauerkraut you get in the store that's not refrigerated.